Welcome to On the Couch,
where we talk and you listen.
Or at least we think you should. As you can tell, we are not on the couch today. We are what you call back porch sitting.
That's right. We're in our old lady era, apparently, or something. We're rocking, hanging out outside. It's not too hot.
Right. It's good weather. Yep. Good weather. Almost time for summer.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I don't know about anybody else,
yeah.
but I am totally ready. Could be because I'm a teacher and it's May.
Yeah. The Oasis opens in 9 days.
Woohoo!
Which is the backyard pool. So.
Right. Right. The movie theater should be up and moving in a day or two.
Yeah. We got to get the tassels made for the curtain.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the curtain people, the curtain. Okay. So.
Well, it's been a hot minute. There's been a lot going on. Some good, some bad, some absolutely hilarious. I
don't know what you're referencing.
We just thought we would give you a quick catch up on how life's going. You saw our trip bits, which I thought was pretty fun.
We had a great time. The trip of big things.
Yes, the trip of big things. But yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we got back and everybody was sick.
Yes. Yeah. It went from 80 degrees to 30 degrees. And so, as you all know, the temperatures have been fluctuating. So
welcome to Ohio.
Welcome to Ohio. Hey, Midwest is awesome. The heart of it all.
Right.
Sinus infections is apparently what it started.
Yes. The Ohio crud.
Yeah. So then it went from my house and your house, and we kind of cycled it around within our houses. And so we finally got through all of that. And then we were going to do a podcast last Tuesday, but we ended up hanging out together in an alternative location, which was the ER.
Yeah. Because, Christy likes to do things, and when she does them really well.
I like to do things big. I like to do it. So I was doing yard work. I've told this story quite a few times. I was doing yard work, and the trash can, I don't remember ever seeing a label that says that you must close the lid before moving.
I've heard that it has one on there, though.
I've been told, but I've also was told by the doctors that I'm not allowed to do anything with trash ever again at the ER. So that is doctor recommended. So I'm going with my doctor recommendations. So I am a princess. I don't have to do trash anymore. But I was taking up the old mulch and the weed tarps and going to put down new and make it all pretty. And I go to move the trash can just a little bit so I can get the rest of the mulch, which I have been informed multiple times by my children, had I waited, because my son had just run into the house to go to the restroom. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get this up. And when he comes out, then we can put all the plantings down and do the new weed tarp and all of it. I'm going to go ahead and get it done before he gets back out here. Famous last words. I go to move the trash can, and I still have some bruising on my wrists. And the trash can decided to just go on and lead me down the front yard, which is level, by the way. And so it just rolled, and I fell down on top of said trash can and into said trash can, and I gave myself a concussion. I sliced up my finger, bruised up my wrist. I have bruises all the way down the side. That's the reason when I'm wearing a cute dress, because I also broke my foot. And so I'm in a big old heavy boot, which I think that my right leg is going to be way stronger than my left by the time I get done, because this boot is heavy.
You have to switch it to the other side.
I know. I got to switch it on the other one, which is now starting to hurt because I'm gimping and relying on it to hold me up. And so then I was fine. I'm like, Monday, Declan comes out, and after I got myself out of the trash can and sat up on the lid and went, ew, I'm sitting on the lid of the trash can. I guess the fact that I was actually in said trash can didn't bother me as much as I was sitting on it. I have a concussion, let me reiterate. So then I sit up, and then I got all annoyed because I knew my neighbor was sitting out in his garage, as he does every evening. And I was like, I'm laying out here in a trash can. He doesn't even come over and help or nothing. And then I look, and I'm like, oh yeah, my truck is blocking his view. He couldn't have seen anything anyway. And then I'm like, as I start like realizing what I did, I'm like, oh, I bet you that was hilarious. And I look up, I'm like, oh, my camera's dead. That's right. It didn't record anything. So I have no documented proof other than the bruises and the my chart messaging in there from where they documented all my boo-boos.
Well, see, you tell the story and you make it sound like so easy. The trash can got away, you fell, you went in the trash can, it was fine. What she's forgetting to tell you is she had the lid open. She had a hold of said trash can with her hand. That one, the one that is bruised. And she tripped on the trash can lid.
Yes.
Fell on the lid and went halfway into said can.
Waist up.
So she was in the can. Now, when I called, Eliana answered the phone and she's like, Mom's recuperating. I'm like, well, what'd your mom do? And so Christy starts to tell me, I start laughing. Because in my brain, when you say, I fell into the trash can, I'm thinking your little 5'5" self flipped over into said trash can and her little feet were sticking out and she's just kicking her little feet like, let me out, right?
That's a better visual.
It is. It's a much better visual. But it is still hilariously funny that you tripped on the trash can lid. How far down did you pull the trash can? Like, how far down does it go before your foot ends up on the lid? And
I'm only 5'5". I had to get it to where I could control it. It had to come down a bit.
and then you trip on the lid and go into the can.
Okay, now look. Yet again, 5'5". I had to get an angle, and I got the angle, and I went to take a step right as it started going down, and it took my hand and everything else of me with it. And then Declan comes out, and he's like, here, let me help you up. And I'm like, okay. And I lean forward, and mulch is falling out of my hair. And he gets me up, he gets me in the house, and he's getting ice packs, and he's doing all the things to help take care of me. He's like, Mom, do we need to go to the hospital? And I'm like, no, I just need to calm down. Like, I just need to, because when you first hit something, it always is the worst pain ever, right? So I needed it to settle down a bit. And so by the next day, I'm like, I can't really move my wrist. Kind of hurts to walk, and my head really hurts. So we go to the hospital, and they're like, well, what hurts? I'm like, north and south, like head to toe. It's pretty much out. And they're like, what did you do? And I'm like, and so immediately I always give everybody permission to laugh. And so I had to tell the story again today in my team meeting. And my coworkers, like one of them, she muted her microphone
so she could laugh.
So she could laugh. I'm like, I can see you. Like you're on camera. But it was fine. It was fine. So everybody got to hear
That's okay.
Hilarious.
Because when I called to tell, so for future reference, emergency contacts.
Yeah.
Okay.
For each other.
So, the children are below that.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, if there's an emergency, they're going to call the adultier adult. So it's fine. Just call us first and then call the children later.
Yeah.
So she calls me or I text her and I'm like, how are you feeling today? And she's like, I think I need to go to the emergency room or to the doctor. And she's like, and the doctor can't get me in, so we need to go to the emergency room. I said, okay. So I have to go in, I have to find my principal. And I have to tell him, like, I have to leave. I said, because I need to take my sister-in-law to the emergency room. And then, of course, everybody says, oh, what happened? And I have to say, she fell into the trash can and she gave herself a concussion.
Yeah. With
and
a trash can.
What? And then I have to tell the story.
Yes.
And then they're like, are you serious? I'm like, obviously you've never met my sister-in-law. Because if you had, you would be like, oh, it makes perfect sense.
So I hit like 50 and I'm way more entertaining when it comes to injuries since then.
We made the statement that we have aunts that are older. They were older than my mom. My mom's older sisters.
Yes.
And they always get into trouble. They're hilariously funny. I mean, not bad trouble. Like they're not bad trouble.
Silly trouble.
Just silly trouble, right? And one of them always gets hurt. The other one is always like, well, for heaven's sakes. So I made the joke one day that we were going to be them. And she, of course, said I was going to be the one that was going to get hurt all the time because she's the older one and I'm a little bit older. And who knew? I'm not the one that gets hurt all the time.
I got that wrong. Got it wrong. It's the other way around.
Not that I haven't had my share of injuries.
Right.
But
No, but
trash cans have not attacked me.
No, trash cans have not attacked. Well,
I haven't fallen. Well, I have fallen down the steps. I broke my leg, but
yeah. I'm gonna say, well, and this is concussion number 4, because my first concussion was me versus trunk lid of my minivan. Okay, so the hydraulics went out. It was the middle of winter. The kids were little bitty, so Travis had taken the kids in the house because I didn't want him to fall carrying them, and I was already unsure of my unsteadiness on ice, and I'm like, so I'll shut the trunk because he got the groceries too. I'm like, I'll shut the trunk. Okay. So the trunk hydraulics, it was not as hard to shut it as it normally had been. It's the whole time that we had owned said vehicle, and so I go to pull it really hard. I didn't need that much muscle, and it whacked me in the head, knocked me on my butt, and I slid under the van. And so then I had to grab the bumper and pull myself out from underneath said van. And the whole time I was thinking, oh, dear God, please tell me that Travis didn't see that. And yeah, he fully saw it. He was standing at the door and laughing and asking if I was okay.
Because that's what you do when someone falls.
Yeah.
You laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, when they told me you fell into the trash can, I laughed.
You laughed, yeah.
I asked if you were all right, but I laughed because people falling is funny.
Right.
I mean, take, for example, if you ask my children, they will tell you a couple good stories about my mom and dad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mom's had some really good ones, too.
Dalton always tells the story about Dad, who, by the way, was legally blind. I want to point that out.
Yes. Stick and all.
Yep. He was carrying Mom's tea and his tea, and they had gone to, I think it was Steak and Shake. And he's carrying the teas, and Dalton's like, Papa, let's go down the little ramp like normal people.
Yeah.
And my dad, of course, was like, no, I can just go this way. So he trips over the little curby thing for where you park.
The parking curb, yeah.
He trips over it, falls, spills the tea.
Uh-huh.
Dalton, of course, well, for heaven's sakes. And he picks him up and he gets him in the car. And my mom comes out and she's like, where's my tea? And Dalton says, over there. And over there, and over there.
Well, and your mom, every time she fell, she had no, awareness, her hands
didn't
go
up.
No she would just
self-preservation.
Face first. No.
None whatsoever.
My nose will get it. It'll be fine.
Yep. Yep. You remember the time she was bruised, all the one side of her face?
Yeah.
Because she slipped on the ice when she was going in to make a commercial for Head Start.
Yes.
Slipped on the ice and totally scraped up the one side of her face. I'm like, Mom.
Yeah.
She's like, well, it's all right. I'm like, did you put your hand? Well, no, I had stuff in my hands. Well, drop the stuff in your hands.
Yeah. See, I at least have some self-preservation because I put this other hand down, which I messed up too. So I at least tried to save something. I saved absolutely nothing, but I tried. Poorly at it. So, well, and then my other concussion was also a funny story because it was with the freezer door. So I opened the freezer door all the way, mind you, because it was the top freezer, it was old school refrigerator, right? So it's top freezer, old school.
Like it's old school,
right.
School.
Yeah, like how we grew up.
Right.
There was no, is there ice in the door? Yeah, open the door. There's ice in the door.
There's ice trays. Just twist it and they pop out.
There you go. And so, yes. And so I had a bag of ice that I was putting in there because we were getting ready for Memorial Day or Labor Day or something. We were having people over. So I go to pick up the bag of ice and I raise up because the bag's heavy. So I raise up real quick and the freezer door had shut just enough and stopped directly over my head. So I raise up really fast, crack my head. It knocks me back on my butt on the floor. And Travis is sitting in his powered recliner. And he looks over and he sees me from the living room and he's like, oh, I'm coming. And all I hear is, I'm like, any day now. So he finally gets over and he stands and laughs at me. He doesn't proceed to help me up at first. He just laughs. He's like, what did you do?
Well, Jesse got a concussion from a locker that way.
Yeah, see?
For the record, he did not open it. Somebody else had opened it above him. He just stood up really fast.
Right.
He does better than Dalton.
Yeah, well.
Dalton hits garage doors. Full on, full run.
It was raining.
Sprint. Cracked him right in the forehead. It was great.
Yeah. He and I are right in the running of who has the most concussions in the family. I think he's winning still.
Yeah, I think he's got 5.
I think I'm going to let him have it.
Yeah.
He can have the title. Mind you,
Yeah.
he's significantly younger than
He is,
Yeah.
yes.
so.
And he
But it's
does a
okay.
very dangerous job.
Yes. Yeah, me too. I work at my desk in my bedroom.
Evidently, because she also fell out of her chair this week.
Yesterday. Okay, so I rolled it back, and the dog was there, and it caught the rug, and it tipped me over. I was a little teapot, and it tipped me over, poured me out, and then I laid there going, I can't call the kids to help. They're going to make fun of me so bad. It's going to be a horrible. And so I'm like, I got this. I know what I'll do.
Okay.
I'll scooch myself over onto the rug and pull myself up. And I'm like, I have no upper body strength. How am I doing that?
Okay, for the record, you should have let them make fun of you because that was funny.
It was funny.
That was funny.
Actually, when I fell, I got upset. Like I went through the whole cycle of emotions. I was upset, then I was angry, and then I'm like, it's okay, it's fine. Like, so I was bargaining, it was okay.
Because evidently falling sends you into that sea of emotion.
Yes, it does. It does. I go through them all.
It's okay to feel the feels.
I
Christy,
felt all
it's
the feels. Initial crying, because ow. Like, and then I fell on the same owie thing, and this is the hand that caught me. I'm like,
Quit putting that hand down.
I sent a meme to my other sister-in-law that's in Columbus. I sent a meme to her, and my brother, and it was me in a bubble, or not me in a bubble, but a person in a bubble. And I'm like, I think this is what I'm going to have to go to. Like
bubble wrap.
I think, yeah, something.
Bubble wrap. She's going to need bubble wrap.
No, because I just pop it, because that's very satisfying.
Have you seen those jackets that are on, I think it's on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
The jackets
Motorcycle riders?
No, they made them for elderly people. So when they fall over, it's like an airbag. So when they fall over, it like pops out.
You're not getting me one of those for Mother's Day, son. That's not happening.
I think you need one. It's like a puffer jacket. You would like it. It's like a puffy jacket, like little, like the puffy ones. But then when you fall,
all got jokes.
Then when you fall, it like airbags out.
Right?
It's like poof. I can't believe you haven't seen it.
No, I've seen the ones that are for motorcycles, like for high impact, like when they fall off their motorcycle or something.
No, this is just for people that fall. Just for people that fall.
I'm not wearing it. I get too hot and cold.
Can we get you the button?
I'm falling and I can't get up. Those commercials go back with the "Where's the Beef" commercials. Like, we're aging ourselves. So you are not. Our cameraman is over on the side. He pulled it up on Amazon. So if you need one, promoting Amazon here, which the driver comes here almost every day. So, but you can go out and you can get one on Amazon.
She has a shopping habit. I'm just kidding.
I do. Well, I can't go to the grocery store. Because it's my right foot, so I also can't drive. And so for at least 3 weeks, I have to wait till I go back for my follow-up. We're on day 6. No, day 5. This is day 5. It's going to be a long 3 weeks.
The next podcast we have, Christy's going to talk about her journal. It's been 762 days. Not really, only 5.
Only 5. Yeah, I was going to say, I was very excited when you said, hey, you want to go get some dinner? I'm like, yeah, we can just go to McDonald's. That's fine. That's fine. I love me some Diet Coke from McDonald's. We can go there. It's cheap. It's fast, and it's not in my house. And I've been inside for a day and a half. Like, I went to church Sunday. I had to wear earplugs because of the concussion. The noise was still too much. Like the music's great. The singing's great. I love our church and the people and stuff. But
I've heard you got a really good drummer.
Yeah, I have a really good drummer. He's also the cameraman. But I had to wear earplugs, right? And they're bright orange, and my hair's kind of pulled back. And God love Uncle Dennis. I love you, Uncle Dennis. I really do. And he comes over and he's talking to me while music's being played. And I got my earplugs in. I'm like, what? I'm like an old person. Totally felt like an old person right there. Like, thanks. Now you're making me feel bad. But so anyway, but after we went to church and we went to lunch which we went to our Mexican restaurant, got the queso, finally got my tacos because I wanted tacos on the Tuesday. We went to the ER.
Yeah, because you can't have tacos when you're nauseous.
Oh, I was so nauseous. It was so bad.
And you would have vomited all
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. I was
in my car.
I was nauseous.
Not okay.
I was nauseous consistently up until like Friday.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
No
It was
tacos
like
while
5
you're
days.
nauseous.
It was 5 days of nauseousness. Not good. And so then we come home and Eliana's like, Mom, it's Mother's Day. Let's spend some time together. You know, Declan, he was doing his thing for church, like getting pictures put together and stuff that he does on Sunday afternoon. And so he came and hung out with me for a while on Sunday evening after I woke up because she climbed in the bed with me and we put on a movie. And I looked at her. I'm like, oh, she's got her eyes closed. I'm going to close mine just a second. 4.5 hours later, when I woke up,
My gosh.
I was like, huh, it's time for me to hang out with Declan now because me and her both went to sleep. So then we had Sunday. So
Nice.
I had them. I'm like, I want ice cream. And they're like, well, where do you want to go? I'm like, I'm a cheap date weekend. McDonald's. I'll get a caramel sundae, and that's enough because I don't eat the whole thing anyway. Because right now, trying to lose weight, get my summer body, which next summer will be ready. But this summer we're just warming up. Well, I don't know. We're doing stretches right now.
You're not doing anything
I'm not
right
doing
now,
anything.
but fighting with the trash can.
Yeah, legless.
And then today I come to pick her up and we're going out and she's like, oh, there's trash. I'm like, you're not allowed to carry the trash out.
doctor's orders, not allowed to touch it.
So I took her trash out.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um,
I do not have the same love-hate relationship with the trash can that you do.
I mostly hate right now. Mostly hate.
I'm just saying.
Which is why I sent to your brother, Justin. I sent to him a picture of a Rumpke trash can and said, "Be careful out there."
Right? Well,
So-
and for the record, my oldest son's friend, Sydney, works for Rumpke. And so while we're leaving the hospital, Christy calls her and tells her that she's thinking about filing a complaint because there is no warning on there that you can't move the trash can with the lid open. To which she responds, I'm pretty sure there is, but I'll take note.
Yeah. She's gonna.
And then she calls today. I get a video call today, FaceTime from her and Dalt, and tells me that she misstepped and thinks she sprained or broke her ankle.
She said she's a lot like me, so she's proving it out. So she likes the Diet Coke. She likes the caramel sundae. So see, we have a lot in common, including injuries. Enjoy your boot.
Yes. And then, of course, Dalton, he tells me, he's like, oh, it's fine. Just walk on it. And then he goes into the story of, well, Mom made me walk on a broken leg for 3 weeks. It was 3 days. It was 3 days. And who breaks their leg grabbing hold of the door jamb and swinging around? Who does that?
Your children.
He needs to drink more milk. That's what I'm saying. Calcium pills, something. He was fine.
I'm gonna say now, I did walk on a broken foot for 3 months, but
Yes, but you're a mom.
I'm a mom, and we just kind of,
It's what we
ow,
do.
that hurts. We should just go on. Well, and with this one, I broke the bottom of my foot then, so I can't see the bottom of my foot. It could have been bruised up. How do I know? But this time I'm
You
like,
don't look at the bottom of your foot on a normal basis.
no. I used to be bendy like that. Now it's a little bit more complicated. I can, but who wants to? And so,
And what's the point?
but looking down at my right foot, I was like, oh, that's funny shades of everything. It looks like Mardi Gras down there. Purple and green and yellow and very much
nice.
swollen. And now it's even more shades of, not gray, but it's more shades of other colors. I don't know anything about that, by the way. I just threw that out there. So if it's nasty, I'm sorry. Lots
So
of
that's
innocence here.
why our podcast has been a little bit on hold.
Yeah.
Here recently.
We're here to bring the humor though, and share our lives.
I am, of course, all in one piece. Knock it.
Knock on wood. Yeah.
Or whatever. Declan knocked for me. It's all good.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm a little sore, but I've been doing yard work. So
Be careful out there.
I close the lid on the can before I move it. Just saying. And when things get super heavy,
Yeah.
I call Jesse. I'm like, come on here and help me.
Sorry, buddy.
And then he looks at me and goes, ugh, and he goes and does it.
Yeah.
So yeah. He is relishing in the fact of working in school.
Yes. Middle school at that.
Be a teacher, they say. It'll be great, they say. Oh, quit it. Quit it. But yeah, and we're out of state testing. So, state testing is like purgatory. I'm so tired after state testing. Like at the end of the day, I just want to go home and sleep.
That's because the sitting and watching other people do things all afternoon. It's great times.
And them asking questions. And I have to say, do the best that you can, honey.
Yeah, I can't help you with that.
Do the best that you can.
That was so yesterday. Can't help you now.
But yeah, so we should be back on track.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
We were thinking about some ideas. So we're going to ask you a question. Ask your opinion. So you'll have to let us know.
Feedback.
We have been talking about making t-shirts. There's a bug. Sorry. It's a bug. It's a bug. That's what happens when you sit outside on your back porch sitting. We've been talking about making t-shirts.
Yes.
And maybe a couple bags.
Mm-hmm. Little tote bags for your books.
Yeah.
Your crafts, your crocheting.
Yes. Which we did start. We did follow through with the book club.
Yes, we did.
We haven't met yet.
No. But you've already finished the book.
I had state testing.
Yeah.
I can't do anything.
I'm a few chapters in.
I actually have the second one already. I am also an avid reader, just FYI.
Our other club members, I don't even know that they bought the book.
I don't think so.
Or went to the library, because the library is another resource in which you can get books for free. You can borrow. And
they have great resources for summer if you have children, just FYI. Side note.
Yes.
So yeah. And if you can read, you can do anything.
Right.
That's truth.
Except IKEA. That's different.
There's no words. It's pictures.
It's pictures. Well, you'd hope sometimes for words. Like, at least letters.
They're
Tell
in
me which.
Swedish.
Their meatballs are amazing, though. You have to give them that. Their meatballs are amazing. Sorry. I'm not even hungry. I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Directions are in Swedish.
Yeah. Eliana put together her hammock for, I call it the little hidey hole behind our shed.
Yeah.
And so she put together the hammock, which she's like, Mom, did you buy this on Temu? Which we all know I did. We all know I did. Because Amazon is for quick things. Temu is for things that I just want that I didn't even know I did. And so, thanks Temu. Love you. But Amazon dress, by the way. You can go shop it.
Okay, she's on the kick of buying things. I'm on the kick of using what I have.
Yeah, well, I'm on the kick of buying things because I'm not, you can ask the children, I'm not a huge fan of spending the money. I like the saving of the money. I'm a little thrifty. And
we are saving for a trip.
Yes. And so, but I had saved money because last year I owed taxes. Thank you, government. I owed taxes. And I hadn't really saved it. So I ended up using some of my house repair and thing money that I was saving last year to pay the taxes.
Right.
This year I was more prepared and I saved above what I paid last year thinking, well, I don't know how much I'm going to owe. Like, I don't know how their math works. I don't understand math, but I don't understand taxes.
It doesn't math.
Yeah. I just use my little tax app thing that I have and it tells me what I owe or not owe. And so I went through and I did it. And I always when it's refreshing, I'm like, come on, be green. Come on, be green. Green's good. And so it was green this year. And so high five. So I adjusted my taxes appropriately last year to not have to owe. And so that left me with money in my savings account to where I'm like, oh, that's exactly what I needed for some of the projects and things that I wanted to get last year. Right. So this year I started buying the more expensive things, but all through the last 2-3 years, I've been buying the things I want in small quantities for the backyard and the house and whatever. And now I'm finally at the place where I'm like, okay, I've got all the pieces now that I've wanted. Now I can put it all together, much to my children's dismay. So,
and I didn't need to do that. Yeah, we have we have lots of stuff. I had my outdoor stuff. I have my outdoor garden. So we have been.
It's a fuzzy.
We have been keeping ourselves. Well, she's been hurting herself. I've been keeping myself busy.
Yeah. I'm living vicariously through her. I have containers for gardens things. I
have things growing.
I
am very excited about it.
I have a bag of dirt and some containers.
I have things growing. I have radishes. I have spinach. I have green onions.
Well, I have
some lettuce.
I was following the rule of, not buying the plants and the things until after Mother's Day.
I started mine with seeds. In what my brother Justin calls hot boxes. Yeah. Basically, it's aluminum pans with the plastic lids. And you get the little starter things and you plant the seeds in the dirt and you spray them and then you stick them in there and then you keep them in the sun. And boom, because my greenhouse blew away last year. Yeah. Or last storm. I was very upset about it.
Yeah, it was super windy though.
It was a little one. It wasn't a big one. It's not the one I want. I want a big one. Yeah. That's on my list.
Yeah. I found one on Temu. It's really cute. There's also one on Amazon. I'll show you.
But again, it's still on my list. It's still on my list. Justin, he must be thinking about me.
He must be.
Jesse asked me the other day, because I made him help me restring my clothesline. Not that I hang my clothes out.
Your rugs.
But I hang my rugs and stuff out. So yeah, no one needs to see the underwear and crap hanging out there. That's bad. So, and I wouldn't do that. But coming from having grown up on a farm with a grandma that used to do the clothes all outside, she had the old school. Do you remember? It's way before my time, just FYI.
Okay.
But my grandma had the outdoor washing machine. Mm-hmm. It was electric. You could plug it up. It was great. It's newfangled thing, right?
Yep.
So they'd put it in. It was a big tub, and they'd put it in there, and it'd wash, and then it was a wringer. So you would wring it through into the other side, into like the rinse water, and it would rinse it. Then you'd wring it back through after you drained it. And then you'd hang them on the line. So you didn't have a dryer.
Yeah.
So she used to do that all the time. So I won't hang clothes out unless I have to. But I had him restring my clothesline, and then I bought tomato plants, and those are the only 2 plants that I bought. The rest I did. I got solar lights for my back patio. And he said, "What are you trying to do?" Oh, and I got a rain barrel, which is just an old trash can that I cleaned out. But whatever.
I'm not allowed to touch those.
I know. Even if they're new, whatever. Or get you a short one that you can't fall in.
Right.
You can just pick it up. No, don't pick it up.
I'm not picking it up. No.
Anyway. So he's like, "What are you trying to do, Mom?" I said, I looked at him. I said, "I'm erasing my footprint." And he went, "Seriously?" I'm like, "No.
No."
I'm like, "I just think it's cool." I'm like, it makes sense.
I'm doing things in the backyard for when my children, who are, they're young adults,
right?
They're young adults. When they get their lives to where, it's like, "Hey, Mom, I'm moving out. I'm going to go start my own thing." And they
Yours
do
will be
that.
All set up.
I will have everything kind of in a safety place to where, like, I have steps with handle rails to go up into the pool because it's above ground.
Yes, because we don't even want to talk about what happens when you don't.
No.
Okay, yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. So last year, right?
Jesus. Help me.
And this is why she gets to be the one aunt that hurts herself all the time. Last year, we were in the pool, Christy and I, in the pool. And this is before she got the new ladder.
Yeah,
so we had the old ladder.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is a little sketch.
Yeah, it's a little sketch. So it's the one you got to climb up, and then you got to turn yourself around on the top and then go down in, or just fall into the pool, whatever. Yeah. So the hose was in there, put more water in the pool while we were in the pool, and it fell out. So the first time we called Eliana to come out and fix it, which she did.
Yeah.
She come out, put it back in. Well, the second time we couldn't call because our phones weren't close. They were over here on the patio. And so Christy's like, "I got it." Mind you, she had just had knee surgery not too long ago.
Yep.
So I'm like, "Are you sure?"
That was the left knee, though.
Yes.
So at least I'm messing
I said,
up
"Are you
different body
sure?"
parts.
Because I was on a float, right? I was floating around the pool on a float. And so I was on the opposite side of the pool. And she's like, "Yeah, I got it." So she gets out. And she gets part way down the ladder. She gets up top. She turns around. She's going down. She's part way down. And then she goes. It was like slow motion. And she had a hold of the ladder. And she's like, "Ah!" And she slowly just falls over.
It's a very accurate representation.
I know.
It was too high to put your leg down because I'm, again, 5'5". And I can toe touch without bending. So, like... lower body. I have short legs, so that's what I'm saying.
She's falling over. I'm trying to get off said raft to get across the pool to catch the ladder. unsuccessfully, by the way.
Yeah.
She falls into what we referred to as the pool crack.
Pool crack.
Because they had just put the pool in, so they hadn't leveled the dirt out. So there was a mound of dirt, pool, and then like the valley,
and then like
right?
rocks and valley and stuff in the middle.
And so she fell into the valley, and said ladder, by the way, fell out of the pool.
Wow.
So she's laying there. I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? She's like, yep, I'm fine. So she gets up, and you know you're truly sisters when you can turn around and she says, did I cut my butt? I was like, yes, you did.
Yes.
On a rock.
Yes,
which was super funny. It was super funny.
It wasn't funny for me.
No, it wasn't, because I was stuck in the pool for 20 minutes.
Yeah, because
my son, because none of us could get the ladder back into the pool because it was heavy.
Yeah.
And so
when I fell, I took the whole ladder and then it flipped up and I was able to push it off of me so it didn't like pin me into the crack. So that would have been funny.
Pin you in the crack.
It didn't pin me in the crack.
So I had to wait, what was it, 20 minutes?
It was like 20 minutes.
20 minutes before.
Because Declan wasn't here.
Yep.
Eliana couldn't lift it.
Jesse was at work.
And I couldn't lift it either.
And I couldn't help you.
Yeah, because you were in the pool.
Right. So we had to wait 20 minutes for Dalton to come over.
Yes.
And the first thing he did when he opened the back door, this door, was he took a picture of me being stuck in the pool.
Yes. And shared it with all kinds of people.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah.
Right? And then he put the ladder back in so I could get out.
Yeah. We've had fun times. The pool
was after the ladder fell apart on me. Yeah. When I was trying to get out. Same ladder, by the way. I was climbing up and the steps just came apart and fell into the pool and I fell back in there. Yeah.
We have since fixed that ladder.
Yes, they have a new ladder.
And I also, like, the day of the incident last week, I had bought plans for like a little mini deck. Like we're not going to hang out up there. That's what this is for.
Right.
So it's like a platform, like 4x4. So you walk up, you can get into the pool, leave your towel up there. So when you get out, and then we have the steps going down into the pool. I had bought that and I'm like, okay, and we can go buy this stuff. And me and Declan, we're going to do this. We're going to build it because
her and Declan are not doing that.
We're not doing that. I'm not doing diddly apparently because
Declan and maybe somebody else.
Yeah.
I would say Declan and Dalton, but they'd probably just
butt heads,
yell at each other the entire time. Because they both know the right way to do stuff.
Yes.
It's probably the same way.
They just communicate it in different fashions, and the listening part is hard. Yeah. The other problem with this whole boot situation is that because my legs are short, the top of the boot, it makes it really a knee boot. So it comes all the way up to my knee. So I've got bruises all around my knee because it hits wrong. But they don't have a shorter one.
Your boots are thigh high.
It is. Yeah. Sexy. Yeah, it's great. It's like for Mother's Day, awesome. Mother's Day, I wore a long skirt to church.
Your peacock skirt.
I did. It was all my tutu skirts, all tulle and layers. And then everybody kept saying, I'm excited because it's my tutu skirt. And everybody kept saying, oh, you're going to Hawaii? It looks like you got a grass skirt on. I'm like, I don't see grass. I know it's green, but I don't see grass. But whatever. It's fine.
Well, they weren't thinking tutu.
I felt cute in it. And my white go-go boot looking thing helped balance me. So when I was able to stand, I was standing level as opposed to cockeyed, which is how I do with almost every other shoe. So it's wonderful. So now I'm going to have problems with my hips and back.
So basically, she's a little crooked.
I'm a little off. Go figure. Nobody would have guessed that.
Well, it's about time to get off here. So then we'll wrap this up today. We will be more consistent in the future because I'm going to be honest. We are down to single digits for school. Thank you, Jesus.
And I can't go anywhere.
That's a true statement. It's a true statement.
So I'm literally on the couch a lot.
And you know, I was thinking about it. If you have this tendency to hurt yourself, we're going to have to fix that.
Yeah.
Do some Tai Chi, increase your balance, something. I don't know.
I'm meant to be a princess. I just haven't met the prince
because
with the money.
If we go out of the country and you get hurt, what the poop?
Oh, I have special insurance for that through work, so it's okay.
I thought that was only if you died.
No.
Okay.
It's also I also have that. So where I work, when Travis and Declan traveled for their missions trip years ago, And Declan learned how to use a pickaxe and did all that stuff in El Salvador, which he really enjoyed and wants to go back again. But when they went to El Salvador, I was so worried about
sure not to use a pickaxe.
Yeah, no. He probably never wants to do that again, or mix concrete in a mound of dirt as opposed to like a concrete mixer and stuff. He learned a lot, and he blessed a lot of people by helping. So, but I was so worried about the two of them that I did all this research. And so I know we have all this stuff through work because of when they went.
That's nice. We're going to have to check that out for on mine.
Yeah, well,
that's important.
We'll
anyway,
discuss.
We'll talk about that next time. So let us know what you think about our idea for the t-shirts.
Yes.
If we should do it, if we shouldn't do it.
Yeah, because we could put our cute little faces that's on the couch.
Right.
So.
Right.
And then you could have us with you everywhere.
Right. And who wouldn't want to take us with you everywhere?
I know. We're fun.
I'm just saying.
We're fun.
We are. All right. So we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.